Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress DF2014 with me, Embark. We are all new running 40.05. As you see, I've already started a little bit, got some wood cut down, got a bridge across. I'm going to make this a little bit of a short video, more of a intro to this new, the new series here. As I said in the final version of 40.03, that Let's Play, I said there's going to be a few changes. I actually got fairly lucky, found a decent Embark. It took me a while. A few things to note before I show off things. When I did the world, I actually had to do about 5 or 6 worlds, and usually if you go too far in the future or too late, like anywhere too early, like in the 20, 30, 40 year point, it seems like goblins don't build up fast enough, so there's very few spots where goblins will attack, and I didn't want to have a let's play where I had to completely provoke the elves, at least to get some sort of action, and humans of course. So what I did is I let it run too long, and what happened if I let it run over 100, 125, even up to 200 years, all the good Embark sites get taken and the civilizations expand very fast, so, and it just leaves you a little too, well, just too little there. So I stopped at year 70, and so we are on year 70 beginning here. What else to note? My fortress, oh, actually, there is one good thing to note. I did, before I start thinking, I was used to make newbie pack. Got it running, and when I opened up Dwarf Therapist, it crashed my Dwarf Fortress. I did a couple different fresh installs. It wasn't working properly for me. Maybe it's just some sort of conflict. I don't know. So I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to do it all manually. I don't need to make newbie pack, so I downloaded it, put in the Phobos graphics pack, and did Dwarf Therapist by itself, which is really all I wanted anyways. So, as you can see, boom, we got some Dwarf Therapist rolling around, which I love. I think there's been a few changes since 3.4, I know, with this one I've got. I'm not going to do too much with it just yet. Primarily because, well, usually I don't mess with it till next migrant wave. Oh, also, as you notice, the name of my fortress is Barul, Earthen Submerged. Yeah, so that's the fortress plane, Barul. Trying to think of something else to know. I did I don't know if how much different this differs in my starting setup. I've got my 2 miners once again set up, one with armor smithing competent or proficient, and the other one proficient weaponsmithing. I did make a little bit of a difference where I didn't have my woodcrafter as my carpenter and as the woodcutter. I separated them a little bit differently. I did give someone record keeping. I think it's my farmer. Yep, my farmer. I usually get quite a few of them, and he'll become that a record keeper primarily eventually. Also, I once again have was it Mezbul Urolor? He is my military dwarf. Not the best ever, but hey, it is what it is. Gave him standard marks, dwarf, everything like that. Anyways, let's see, what else did I do? I don't think there was too much else here on Dwarf Therapist to show. Yeah, it's pretty much all standard stuff. I did get some enclosed making just in case. I think leather's working, so I can make some quivers when needed. And I think I gave someone, did I give someone lye making? Maybe, I don't think I did. Maybe not. Yep, yes I did. Here it is. Lye making, wood burning, and stone making. I think this is my kind of like miscellaneous. Yeah, he's got metal smithing, tanning, wood burning, lye making, soaping. He's gonna be a dwarf I'll probably lean on if I really need some stuff mid game. So I also gave someone, pretty sure I gave someone diagnosis skill. I wonder if you can see it here. I probably can. I just don't know what I haven't messed around with it enough to find it. But yeah, so I gave someone a diagnosis skill. I'm not sure who it was. So if we do need a doc later, we have it. Anyways, let's go back to the game, and we will show you what we've got as far as Embark goes. As you can see, this is a jungle. Plenty of wood. Good news. I don't know how fast I'm gonna run for the magma forges and all that. Usually I do that fairly soon. I almost once again thought about just relying on wood and coal, but it's just such a pain in the ass and whatnot. I might actually need to do some stuff here for depot access because trees are growing pretty close. I might not. We'll see. I already built myself a bridge, and I've already got some places marked off. Actually, before we go through all that, as you can see, I've got myself some lignite, or that's magnetite, and I think this is lignite. So we do have access straight away with iron, and I like that. So it sucks because I don't have the gold. I liked having that gold there in the beginning in that last game, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, look at these seams of iron. We could build ourselves a massive military. So I mean, there's this huge cluster there, and I think this cluster goes down a couple levels. So yep, there's a bunch more. So we got quite a bit. The other cool thing, we got another waterfall. This one is a much bigger waterfall. I think this one goes down 15 levels. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So you got about 15 levels here to go up and down. Let's see if a goblin tries to jump that. I'm already kind of planning my defense different. The zigzag thing didn't work out real well, primarily because of jumping and climbing. I figured if you can dig deep enough and channel a larger channel, they won't be able to do that. But I just didn't want to deal with it that much. The idea I have, and we'll see if it works out in the long run, is I plan on carving out and having the river split here, and it will pour over down here and still pour here. And then this area here will be like an entrance way. I don't know exactly how I want to deal with it yet, but what we'll do is there'll be a bridge here. You have to cross this bridge, and then you'll come in through here, and then you have to cross this bridge, and then my primary dwarven, like where my castle, or whatever you want to call it, be where my fighting position will be on this level and here, and I will actually carve out channel and area fairly deep right here, so they can't jump across through my fortifications or get right up into my fortifications. As you can see, this line marks where that channel will eventually be. As you can see, I've already started digging out an area. This is going to be where the depot is. I wonder why they didn't finish digging there. Wood production, I decided to keep my wood production here in the opening. And then below that, we shall have our animals. So we'll be putting our turkeys down in here. Well, we'll have our turkeys in here. We'll probably eventually dig out this big area here, and this will be where our pens for our animals are, so we can have a whole bunch of animals penned in, because I've noticed since 0.05 came out that animals really don't like being around other animals as much. So what I might do is have like 5 or 6 different large penned-in areas over here. This level is going to be primarily animals. It's all dirt. It will be open with caverns, and you'll have plants and all that good stuff. So that will be there. Lower, or wait, maybe, well, one of these levels. I think maybe this one is going to be planting. Not that it matters too much at this moment. At this level, I'll probably have my food storage and production all up in here. So you have your stills and your kitchens right in here. And then, of course, I will do what I did last time. I'll have a bridge system here. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be like a T-junction bridge. So you have a bridge going over to this section, which will be, I'm thinking maybe metal or not metal, but stone production. My mason works will all be up in here. Somewhere, and then of course for everyone to go into the main dining hall, which will be separated from everything, it will be that bridge going across here. Happy waterfall, happy thoughts, into this pre-built, well, pre-designed dining hall. I made it a little bit different. Usually I do 4 tables or 8 tables with 8 chairs for each section. I like to have it so parties can be separated and people can have their little, little tiffs between the different groups in the fortress itself. So this should hold, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. So it should hold 100 tables, 100 chairs for all my dwarves. And then over here, I'll probably, you'll see statues and stuff and all that cool stuff eventually. Over here too, a little statue garden kind of thing, with 2 wells, and these wells will be channeled down to the water level way below 11 levels or so. That will be probably something I work on, a little bit later. I don't worry too much about wells right off the bat, at least not in the first year. Hopefully we won't get sieged right away. I've heard some other people getting sieged right off the bat. My 2 playthroughs, I haven't gotten sieged until mid-second year, end of the second year. So, a few other things to know. Actually, there's not much else to note here. So this is going to be the fortress, the new fortress. Hopefully everything will work out. I am once again going to focus primarily on military dwarves for defense. I did decide that it is not a bad idea to have some cage traps, so what I'll probably do is, like, for instance, the if you do get past the bridges and all the entrance and you start getting in my fortress, well, to get the main access to everything else, you have to go through the wood stockpile. I'll probably have a few traps here, and then probably a few traps in here, and I might do a couple here and there else throughout the base. But really, I don't want to have that many traps. So, also to note, you cannot move around, and I didn't realize this. You cannot have a trade wagon move through cages or traps anymore. So if you're going to do traps along your entrance corridor, make sure you have room for your trade depot, or your wagons to get to the trade depot, if that is the case. And as far as everything else goes, let's take a look at a few other things. I think there shouldn't be... Yeah, I think as far as animals go, we got boar, a lizard, monitor lizard, which actually kind of worries me. I think they're hostile, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Of course, we do have some alligators again. Hooray for alligators! Sponge men. I'm not sure how sponge men are. I've actually never dealt with sponge men. Same thing with this giant sponge. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Is average in size, body is red. Alright, cool. An immobile sponge. Not that we ever fish or get too much involved with water outside of waterfalls. Something I will remember for my next... for this later on the road, especially when we get siege, is when I finish putting together my bridge system here and covering it with the floor, make sure you cover all point of entry on top of it. So the roof that will be on this level, I must make sure there's no point of entry, because that is about 95% sure how that one pikeman got into my last base, as he jumped on the roof through the river and crawled into that hole that I had to build the roof itself. Anyways, like I said, I wasn't going to do too much in this episode. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let a few things happen. What we're going to do here is I'm going to at least get my wood stockpile set up in here, get some carpenter and craft swordsmen out here working their asses off, and yeah, I think I'll do that. And then of course let my dwarves mine up the area. The next episode we'll start putting together some things. We'll start getting our mason dwarf pumping out blocks. We're gonna do that sooner than later, at least so we can get this flooring system, get this bridge system put together, and then and then we'll work it out from there. Of course, we've got all this iron, and we won't probably do that for the 4th or 5th episode, going and digging down for the magmas in the caves. Though I think I want to do it faster than I did last time, maybe. Just for the point that I do want to have my animals penned up sooner rather than later. Although I don't really care about the animals I've got now. I think I've I think what I brought along with me was what yeah, water buffalo and a mule, and those will probably be slaughtered fairly quick. So, anyways, so this has been Epiac, me with another Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress DF2014. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.